I have pretty much been an artist all my life. I was always that kid in school who knew how to draw and drew well. And so I think that kind of encouraged me to pursue art as a career and become a graphic designer and then find public art projects such as this. Shadow art is finding an object in the environment and creating your own new shadow based on a new whimsical idea, like maybe the object comes alive and starts moving or dancing. I take inspiration from everything around me, what I see, hear, and read. I'm also a musician, so I like to draw musicians and music-related scenes. And you'll see that in some of the shadow art, like there's a robot band, and there's one of the mailbox monsters is dancing to music notes.
The Redwood City Improvement Association picked Damon for this project aimed at creating artwork that would transform and enliven the city.
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited to be chosen. And honestly, it's such a new type of art, so it was exciting to kind of apply my art to how it would work in this sort of situation.
And the project has been a success.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to be recognized by the Howell Design Awards, and it did receive a Merit Awards.
So how does he create these playful illusions?
The process starts by scouting around the area and looking for objects that might work well to cast shadows off of. And then after that, I kind of imagine what could this object be if it came alive and started dancing or you know, doing something. And so then I kind of explore different characters and ideas and themes that I've used in my artwork for a long time and just apply it to this new situation and see what I get. I mean, there's a few challenges. You know, when you look at shadows, you kind of think of them as just being black, but really if you look closely, depending on the sidewalk and different other conditions, the color of it kind of has some subtle variation. So choosing a color of paint was actually one of the bigger challenges. And aside from that, some of the larger pieces were a little bit more difficult because I did have stencils for the others to start as a guide, but when they got larger, stencils were impractical, so I ended up freehanding them and using straight edges to draw these larger pieces.
It takes Damon 1 to 3 hours to create one of these whimsical pieces of art.
Shadow art, I think it's just unusual. It's like it's different from a mural, it's different from a sculpture. You know, it's something that's already in the environment, and I think people get excited about seeing this thing like, wow, where'd that shadow come from? What is that?
When I walk past this, it gives me a lot of joy because it's so whimsical, and it's just fun because it seems to be a shadow of kind of a unique, unusual creature, and I look initially for that creature, I realized, no, it's just art, and I love it.
It's great. I love seeing the art walking down the street. He has a lot of great pieces that really brightens my day.
Number one, it's functional, very useful. And then the other part of it is universal. So if somebody who doesn't speak English can figure out what the purpose of that particular device is for. So yeah, I think it's great.
And you can find his enchanting illusions all over downtown Redwood City.
It's always a great feeling to see people enjoy your art and have a good reaction to it. You know, oftentimes I'd be out painting and people would be asking me questions about it, and they would just love it. And it always feels good to have people react well to your art.